Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for all the likes on yesterday's video. Now, I want to get to several things. One tropical wave bringing flooding into Central America, another one moving into the eastern and especially southeastern Caribbean, and more tropical waves back behind that. And then this flare up right here. You see back toward the Bahamas, this kind of blob over here. Heavier rain and storms near the northern Bahamas. A slight chance that area tries to develop. Plus, coming in this weekend, a bigger surge of dust, and I'll show you that. Now, here's what's going on here. Here's Nicaragua, Costa Rica. This has been some life-threatening flooding in parts of Central America, and thank you for getting the word out over the last week and a half. We've had some very heavy rain here, aside from what we were dealing with Beryl. And in through here, this moisture will be around today, but it's actually going to work its way to the eastern Pacific. And as it does, it may develop some as it moves away from Central America. And then there's the next sign of our next tropical wave that will be pushing closer to Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, and northeastern Venezuela. Now, here's Trinidad. Here's Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti right here. Here's Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Cuba. Just to orient you, this orange and yellow shading, that's some of the dust we have now. Thank you for leaving the comments on the dust you were getting yesterday in some spots. If you have some, let me know in the comments today. I'll be going through that. But it's going to be increasing further through the weekend, a surge of dust coming in. So here's Cuba and Jamaica right here, Belize right here, and we have some areas of dust around now. So here we are in the Caribbean. But let me take you out in time. So this is today, this orange and kind of tan shading, that's the dust. Here we are in the Caribbean, and you see by tomorrow, more widespread on our Friday. And then as we get into Saturday, it's going to be even more widespread, more dust moving in. This is Saturday, and that means some low air quality. If you have any breathing issues, giving you that early heads up, the air quality is going to be low. And then by Sunday, we're still going to see a lot of areas of dust around. Now, good and bad. Of course, that means low air quality in these areas. But with that, the dust comes with dry weather, and that does prevent tropical waves from trying to develop into, say, a tropical depression or tropical storm or hurricane. So always that give and take with the weather. But I did want to give the heads up. We have a pretty substantial area of dust that will be moving in. I'll be checking your comments throughout the day. So there's that area of rain, Nicaragua and Costa Rica, spotty showers and storms, Jamaica stretching back toward the U.S. British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Antigua, and Barbuda down through Dominica. But this is tomorrow. There's some of the rain still in Central America, so we have it there. Belize, not as much, but there's the next surge of rain, the next tropical wave moving in tomorrow. Southeastern Caribbean, the higher chance of rain, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago. I'll break that down in the 3-day rain outlook in just a second. And then by Saturday, you could see some of this rain moving off of Central America. This is the area that may try to develop as it moves away that I was just mentioning. And then still streaming in on Saturday, even Sunday, still the elevated chance of rain over toward Trinidad, up through Barbados, back through parts of the northeastern sections of Venezuela, Guyana, and Suriname. So kind of an active pattern, scattered rain and storms elsewhere. So what about this area near the Bahamas? Now, this actually stretches all the way back toward the Carolinas. It's not really tropical in nature at this point, but there's very warm water in here. So higher chance of rain in the northern Bahamas. This area looks to work its way back toward the southeast U.S. But anytime you get an area of rain, while the American model and even the European model is not showing much development out of this area, you can see here, not a whole lot just going out in time. This is into the weekend. I'm going to watch it. It's going to bring some heavier rain across parts of the east coast of the U.S. As of now, no signs of development, but always watching those big areas of rain and storms. And one of the reasons why, look at the Bahamas, anywhere from 29 to 30 degrees, even 31 degrees Celsius. You have the Gulf Stream, that warm water right here. So we have that rain over toward the northern Bahamas. There's a lot of wind shear, which is good to prevent this thing from really spinning up. But on the flip side, there's very warm water here that area can feed off of. So we're looking at 86 to about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's why that area does have my attention, but some heavier rain possible northern Bahamas. Now, what's left of Beryl, that trekked through with lots of tornado damage back through parts of New York. We had some bigger storms over toward Quebec, but as we go from today and tomorrow, mainly our southern sections of the Atlantic region of Canada, what's left of Beryl moves away. And then as we get through Friday into the weekend, some scattered areas of storm, but watching this moisture starting to pull in by Saturday over toward Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, even New Brunswick, that rain chance chance will be picking up. Now, the seas are elevated. I was showing you this a few days ago. I try to update this every day for safety if you're doing some sailing, boating, any interest on the water. Right where I was expecting, those seas have been building. This is today. This here is by tomorrow, some of the same areas. But with this next tropical wave moving in, this disturbance over toward the Bahamas, seas are going to be a little bit messy, stretching back toward parts of the Bahamas, down through the Caribbean. This is on Saturday, so you can see anywhere from 2 to 3 meters. In some spots, that's anywhere from 9 to even 10 feet. And then as we work our way into, this is Sunday, still in the Caribbean, choppy, a little bit choppy in the waters near the Bahamas. Now, as far as the rain goes, it just depends on where this blob of rain goes, but Freeport back toward New Providence, watching out for the higher chance of rain across the Bahamas. Elsewhere, scattered showers and storms. Cuba, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, not all of us get them, but Haiti and the Dominican Republic, if we do, we'll watch out for some areas of flooding. Puerto Rico, same thing, scattered storms possible. Hit or miss variety the next few days will give us a few totals of 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain watching St. Martin, Antigua and Barbuda, scattered showers and storms possible. But you get down here, Trinidad and Tobago, even up through St. Lucia, rain chance is going to be a little higher with that new tropical wave. So we could see some spots for a 4-day total. Not all of us, but some spots in Trinidad of 100 millimeters of rain or 4 inches of rain. Not so much today, but more so tomorrow and as we get into the weekend, as we kind of combine the totals, those 3-day rain totals, and still watching out for some areas of rain. Northeastern Venezuela, back through Guyana and Suriname, ABC Islands, mainly dry. Here's the very heavy pocket of life-threatening flooding that will be a potential. Let me know how you're doing in parts of Costa Rica and Nicaragua. Then eventually that area will build back. Scattered showers and storms near Belize, not as much as you get over toward Merida and Campeche. Rain chance staying high across much of Mexico, though, as you get closer toward Mexico City. So Jamaica, rain chance about 50 to 60%, scattered areas of rain. If you happen to get a storm, it's not all day, but a storm could be strong. 40% chance in the Cayman Islands, about a 50% chance the next few days in Trinidad and Tobago. So not a washout, not a guarantee of rain, but that tropical wave is moving in. So you can see how the rain chance is a little higher tomorrow in Barbados, a little bit higher tomorrow into the weekend as we get towards St. Lucia. 60% chance tomorrow and Saturday, a 50 to 60% chance in Grenada, and we'll do pretty much that as well, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Rain chance about 50% tomorrow and Saturday in Martinique. Scattered showers possible as we work our way toward Dominica. Keep me posted if you do get any rain. 40 to 50% chance in Guadeloupe, and about a 30% chance, some isolated showers and storms, Antigua and Barbuda. About a 30% chance St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. We did have some rain around the last few days. Anguilla and St. Barts, you see tomorrow, rain chance about 40%, and a 40% chance St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. Scattered areas of rain and storms, Puerto Rico. A little uptick by Saturday. We'll see a better chance of some thunderstorms this weekend. Tomorrow into this weekend as well. U.S. and British Virgin Islands, not a washout, but the rain chance will bump up a notch. Bahamas, big difference north versus south. Watching that area near the northern Bahamas. 30% chance of rain, Turks and Caicos, and about a 40% chance of some thunderstorms and isolated areas of flooding in the Dominican Republic. Watching out for the river crossings. 30% chance as we work our way back toward Haiti. 30 to 40% chance of some scattered showers and storms for us in Belize. Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. We've had some rain around the last few days and nights, but the rain chance overall is still not staying high, but watching out for some of that dust moving in. Guyana, about a 50% chance, and about a 50% chance as we get back towards Suriname. Rain chance about 30% in Cuba, and you can see rain chance on the higher side. The next couple of days near Costa Rica, parts of Panama, and then swinging back toward Nicaragua. Not all of us get the rain, but watching out for those very high totals. If we get the rain, mudslides, and watching those river crossings. Honduras, 40 to 50% chance. 60% chance today in Guatemala and El Salvador. It does go down some Friday into the upcoming weekend. Elevated chance of rain remains as we get toward Mexico City. 40 to 50% chance back through the Yucatan Peninsula. And then Colombia, about a 20% chance of an isolated shower. A little higher tomorrow in Venezuela, back to a 40% chance. And Bermuda, generally on the dry side. We'll keep an eye on the fronts that will move closer. So two tropical waves, one in Central America, the new one about to move into the Eastern Caribbean, and watching that spot near the Bahamas, a small chance it does develop just because it's over the very warm water. That on top of the dust moving in, and we have a lot of dust. I'll be watching those comments throughout the day. I hope you're doing well. If you dealt with Beryl, we are all thinking of you in this weather community. We're not going to lose sight of that in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. Thank you for being part of this weather community. Have a good and safe day ahead.